The Webmaker's Commons is different than most platforms that you're going to find designed to help entrepreneurs build their websites. I'm going to get into the differentiators at the end of this video, but first I want to talk about the 4 big challenges I see most entrepreneurs facing when they go to build their website. The first challenge: it can be hard to say what you want to say clearly, because when you get into the process of building your website, it's easy to get stuck and caught up in the technology and the graphics and the design and the layout. And if you're not crystal clear on who you're talking to, what they need to hear to take action, and how your offer meets their desire for transformation, then it can be really easy to make the website sound great to you, but not to your customers. The second challenge I see entrepreneurs facing is tied into this clarity piece. It can be difficult to align your website's content visually with the feeling that you want to create in your customers. For example, the Webmaker Circle. We relieve the burden of this technology overwhelm and the frustration that entrepreneurs face when you're building your websites. But if we were to lead with visuals that express the frustration that I know you're feeling, then our website would look pretty grim. So how do we find images that show the after, right? That show the transformation having taken place, so that when you, the entrepreneur, land on our website, you see the entrepreneurs that are like, yes, it works. Aligning your visuals with your content is kind of like the body language of your website. And it can be very difficult to know what kind of imagery to use, how to style it, and how to make it look professional so that your website pops, but it also resonates on a deeper level with your audience. The third challenge I see is people struggle to know what information to put where on their website and why. There is a problem that I see all the time. I call it the feast on the street website. And this is what happens when somebody who's not well-versed in website design picks up a template and starts filling it out. Feast on the street means you put everything on your homepage. You don't want to miss a single thing. You want to make sure that when somebody comes to your website, they see everything you can do and exactly how awesome you are. So you put information, you put links, you put pictures, you have 8 tabs across the top. But the reality is that most people are so overwhelmed that they cannot parse through all that information. They look at your site, they may find it interesting, but if they don't know what to do within the first few seconds of landing on your site, if they're not clear on what you do, how you help them, and how you can help them achieve the transformation that they're looking for, they're gone. They're out. As my friend Sam Horn says, when you confuse them, you lose them. So this is what we call the customer journey part of your website. And this is where in the Commons, we teach you the art of guiding your website visitors thoughtfully through the process of becoming aware of what you offer, considering what you offer, and signing up for what you offer. The fourth big challenge, and maybe I was wrong about number 3, maybe the fourth challenge is the biggest challenge. It is the sheer amount of technology platforms and tools and AI assisted tools and protocols for putting your website together. It's the tech overwhelm, right? And I was watching a clip of The Never Ending Story the other day, and you know the famous scene where Atreyu, the little boy, and his horse Artax are stuck in the swamp. It can be easy to feel like that poor horse sinking into the quicksand. There's so many options. And how do you know what's the right option? How do you know how to get the most cost-effective option? Sometimes the platforms that tell you start easy, start free, end up becoming the most costly and the most complicated, because after you've invested your time putting your website together, that's when they hit you with the charges. That's when everything comes on and you have to pay extra for this and extra for that. Technology overwhelm is real, and it's not your fault. There's just a lot of options out there. I've been building websites for 14 years, and I've been in the technology industry for over 25 years. It is incredibly valuable to have a mentor to guide you through these things. And what our members of the Commons often find is they save money by joining the Commons because we can show you where to cut costs on unnecessary technology. Those are the four main challenges I see entrepreneurs facing when it comes to building a website for their small business. And the reason the Commons is different is that we do not niche down on a specific technology. We do not niche down on a specific process. Our niche is you, the small business entrepreneur that cares about what you're doing. You're probably doing a business that means something really important to you. And our mission at the Webmaker Circle is to put technology back in service to life. Service to your life, in service to the life of your customers, in service to our life as a business, and in service to life as a whole. So we are putting this information out here at scale. It's affordable, it's practical. You have access to live experts that have different areas of small business expertise. And we are really creating a sanctuary for people that merges both the business savvy and the technology savvy of our 60 years plus of combined experience, making it accessible to you, the entrepreneur who's out there building something that's going to change the world. If you start with coherence, then everything else makes sense after that. I hope to see you in the Commons.